Fenthwick.
Please run away, everybody else.
Well, first of all, nope, I don't. My breath doesn't recharge.
Damn it.
And so I'm just going to smack the shit out of that one near me.
Okay. So you get a claw attack. You get 2 claw attacks and a bite.
So it's 1d20 plus 10.
Sorry, just saw Now You See Me 2 is on TV.
Ooh,
26. Does that hit?
it does.
Just barely.
So that is
It's in the range of numbers you need to hit.
so 2d10. Sorry, I'm editing everything.
Plus 6.
Plus 6. So that's 23.
You reach down and you bite this man in half.
Okay, I flap my way over here. In fact, I'm just going to go overkill on this one, and I'm going to go opposite.
This guy is currently flanked by dragons, with Bob stood over him.
So, yeah.
Dave.
Dave stood over him.
So this is with advantage, I'm presuming.
Yes.
Does anyone remember Bob? I do.
So that's 22, an 18. So I'm presuming that's a hit.
That is a hit.
So that's 2d6 plus 6.
Yep.
Slashing damage for that one hit, 8.
Well, that's his dead.
Yay.
He had 1 hit point left.
Of course.
Okay. In that case, do I have enough movement to get to one of these guys down here?
1 moment.
I don't think they're going to last very long, to be honest.
I know, but still.
Not quite.
Okay, well, at least I'm going to...
Oh no, wait! You can get to this guy.
In that case, I'm going to get to this guy. So, this is where I missed.
How can you miss when you're a big dragon?
Like that.
That's a hit.
That's a
It's a
hit.
hit. Okay, then.
Nice.
2d6 plus 6. 18.
Him go splatty sploo.
So I'm just bouncing around this little battlefield.
Ha!
Just
Ha!
bite one guy in half, cleave one guy in half, smash the other one in the claw.
You've just kind of got blood dripping down your face now. And it's...
And then I just give the evilest glare at that guy.
Briar.
She's gonna come up behind him and shoot the guy.
I was gonna say, can we just let him go? Like, give him a warning, like, oh, you can go.
Yeah.
Don't
This is
tell
what
your
happens
other.
if you mess with us.
Don't tell your
Scar says,
We leave one survivor.
Wow, Fenthwick, you're brutal and hungry.
I go stomping up to him, the blood of his friends dripping down my face, and go, and now never do that again.
So, Briar, first thing, if you get to there, can you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
What? Oh,
No.
fuck off! No.
Wait, no.
no.
Does she have to?
If she walks into it,
Well, whereabouts is it?
It's any creature hostile to you.
not for the sleet storm.
Well, fine.
Oh,
I
sorry,
won't.
for the Guardian of Faith I was looking at.
The
Sorry.
Guardian of Faith, you're fine. Yeah, the Guardian of Faith.
Blanket effect.
My carpet,
Oh,
carpet won't attack you.
That's all right. I'll just shoot.
You are at disadvantage to shoot
Why am I disadvantaged to shoot?
because
you
there is a
can't see
giant
it.
sleet storm.
Okay, right. Ignore that one. Then I'll just switch to disadvantage. Oh.
That's a 12.
That is a hit.
Oh shit! Nice. There's
He
no
is still
mercy for the
alive.
wicked.
Okay.
These
Luna.
guys.
Hey, I still got extra attack.
Oh, you've still got another attack. You hit again. Bear with us. He's dead.
Luna was just about to charge up and attack.
Talon just looks over and just like gives her a nod. You did good. Yep.
Well done, Luna.
What?
Nice.
What?
I stalk out of the sleet storm,
Yeah.
covered in blood.
Luna, on your turn, drop the sleet storm.
I should now ride my carpet.
There's no one else here, so it won't
Yeah, but I need to
matter.
pick up my arrows.
Yes, no, that's why I'm dropping it.
Right. She goes. Actually,
Shining, shimmering.
now that the battle's done and like her anger's kind of calmed down a bit, she kind of looks a bit shell shocked, as if she's having a kind of PTSD scare.
Oh.
Can
I'll
you?
protect you.
So,
Ah!
All over.
Ah!
Is she okay?
Giant
Little
silver
sis,
dragon
you
charge!
okay? Little sis.
Sorry. I'll choose back to normal, please.
The bite kind of scared me. It just reminded me of you know.
Being eaten.
You're all the way over there. You're out of this. You're not in this.
I'm going back to this rock that I'm not sure if anyone picked up or not.
She kind of just pushes past, saying, "It's fine. It's fine."
I nudge. Oh, I can't do it now because I'm in
Raya,
mode.
can you roll me a d10, please?
Okay. Roll d10. Oh fuck.
Oh, you spend a little while, and you manage to find one arrow that is
That's
still
not many.
usable.
The rest of them are like broken and shit.
Yeah.
Can I roll a d10 for the same reason?
Nope,
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, thank you very much.
you get one arrow back.
Oh. Okay. I have a further question.
You can ask.
Can we rest now, please?
Please.
You can. There's nothing currently threatening you. You've got a rock.
Yeah, can
and-
Maria look at the rock?
You can, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna collapse here and rest a bit. I think.
I'm going to
Yay.
remain dragon form just in case.
I'm going.
She pulls out the rock and looks at it.
Okay. Well, you can take a short rest here if you want.
Okay. Remind me of short rest. That's hit dice. Isn't it?
So you can roll hit dice to recover hit points.
Whoosh.
It takes about half an hour to an hour.
How many can I use?
You can just keep rolling. As
You can
many
use
as you have.
want, but you only get half back at a long rest.
Yes.
3,
That's
4.
I'll use one more.
So that's 11, and now my dice rolls fail me.
Oh, that's
11, 18, 27. That's okay.
I was gonna say I could do like a healing.
Oh, it does automatically. That's good.
I could
So
do. I could do mass healing.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm using all these new toys that I've never used before.
The woo.
Are we spending about an hour with this?
Yes.
Just throwing an extra one just
In
for the
which
fun of
case,
it.
my polymorph would.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm gonna do.
That'll do.
But we're doing a short rest.
I'm doing long rest.
Full rest is about an hour.
Long rest. You can't do a long rest.
Go
at
on,
this
long
point.
rest.
Fine.
All right. Now she's
I'm fine.
A long rest is 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So.
Oh shit! I done the same thing as well.
Snooze.
Same here. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I wanted to do short rest.
Okay.
Dawn.
Oh, should I roll perception or something
So I just put,
on the rock?
You can just spend about. Well, you can spend the short rest getting in tune with it.
Oh, sure.
Getting in tune with the rock.
I rub my face on the rock.
I think I was on 24. Yeah, I was on 24 hit points, weren't I?
I will call this rock Rocky,
George. Rocky.
not George. Rocky George.
There you
So, let's.
I just thought you were gonna call him Bob, so you know.
Let's do this over here so that you know what it does and you can let them know or not, as the case may be.
All right.
So you can trace the specific lines along it to cast spells with it. One set of lines enlarges or shrinks the stone.
Yep.
So if you enlarge it, you can use that to throw it at a person and it enlarges as it goes. It deals
Nice.
10d10 bludgeoning damage if you hit with it.
Oh, nice.
But the person can make a dex save to get out of the way. However,
Mhm.
once you've enlarged it or shrunk it, it stays enlarged or shrunk for 24 hours.
Okay.
You can also cast Control Weather
Mhm.
or Divination, which are spells from the
Nice.
stone. However, once you've cast either of these spells, they can't be used. That can't be used again for a further 7 days.
Okay.
So you can cast one use of Divination or Control Weather.
What does divination do?
Divination. that's the wrong place to look it up. Divination is a spell that you take an action to cast. You get to ask one question about a specific goal, event, or activity that will occur within the next 7 days or so, and I give you an answer.
Nice.
It's
Okay.
truthful, but it's not necessarily accurate, or it could be a cryptic rhyme, it could be a simple omen. It doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as if, for instance, somebody casts a spell, or if you gain or lose a companion, it wouldn't take into account that change.
I just thought of something.
But basically, something that can happen within the next 24 hours, the next 7 days, you get to ask about. Similarly, control weather allows you to control the weather.
Yeah.
It allows you to control the weather within 5 miles of you.
Perfect.
So you get to control the rainfall, you get to control the temperature, you get to control the winds, where they move, and how fast they're going.
Okay, what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know. It's worrying. Let's get back over there.
Okay.
The love circle.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Circle of love.
Circle of love.
Stop squishing me!
No.
We all love the brother.
Hold on.
Hey, Bri.
What?
Bri, come here, Bri.
I'm here.
Boop.
No, stop!
Okay.
There.
Okay.
Can I
We all love you.
Luna's just watching indulgently.
punch one of them as a reflex action?
You can. Who would you like to
Yes.
punch?
Can I roll 1d5 to see which one I punch? Because I think she just punched aimlessly.
By all means.
Roll. Okay. Who wants to be what?
We'll start with Yaghol at the top as 5, as 1, and then work
Mhm.
round clockwise.
So,
So Luna.
It's Luna.
you
No!
Luna's just sitting there watching.
All right. She punches her like in the boob as a reflex.
Can
What
you
boobs?
roll me a
That's 10d10 damage you do.
Wait, Luna actually has boobs?
1d20 plus your strength modifier?
Did you just say that?
20.
Did you just ask if Luna
this
has
is to
boobs?
try and hit.
It's to see if you actually hit.
Okay, strength modifier, which is 1. Okay, plus 1
So you do
Well,
make contact.
with the boob.
What's your strength modifier? 1.
Yeah.
So Luna, you take 1 whole point of damage
To the boob.
to the boob.
Come on, let's go back to the airship.
Sorry.
Briar just lashes out at you and catches you off guard.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you.
Calm
Come on.
down, jeez.
Calm down.
It's
Okay,
okay.
guys.
Lunar just gently strokes her head to let her know that it's okay.
Okay.
Come on, little sis, let's go back to the airship.
I'm getting on your back.
Okay.
Let's all fly.
I'm getting on Briar's back.
Okay, I want to see
We're
that
not-
one.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that photo next week.
I
And
want to
then
see
Yaghol
that
gets on my
photo
back.
done.
Wait, what? I didn't hear that.
But Briar got on Talon's back to go out to the airship. I got on Briar's back, and I just said you got on my back.
Okay, there you go then.
I'm not doing that photo next week.
In other words, I want a picture of Talon being dogpiled by Briar, Fenwick, and Yaghol.
Gladly.
We could do
Well,
that
it
next.
can't because you're not. Oh no, that means that Fenwick has to be there in order for that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're towering.
Anyway, you guys make your way back to the airship. Where are you heading to now?
What options have we got?
The next
There's 2 left.
one is Baruna's Mouth?
I'm gonna come out
Bruno's-
from my thing.
Baruna's Well?
Hi guys.
One next.
Greetings.
Hey.
Have there been any pigeons with letters addressed to me?
No.
Not that I am concerned of. Sorry.
Fenswick hides a knife and fork. No. Brushes the feathers.
God damn it. God damn it. Where's
Uh,
my tweezers? I've lost my tweezers.
Can we take a long rest now?
You can take a long rest because to get to Baruna's well.
At least
I just took it. I just said the yes, and that was it. I've just taken it.
Where is?
Okay.
I'm healthy.
Where is?
all
There's
I actually
Baruna's
got from
well.
that was resetting my spell
I'm just
slot.
going to. I'm just going to stand at the side of the airship, just like looking over as the stuff goes past, not looking behind.
Where's one stone?
I don't know.
One stone, top right.
Uh,
Well, it's not the very top right, but it's the top right corner.
How does one get rid
Oh,
of the
there it
turn
is.
order of table? Go away, turn
Oh.
order of table. I don't want you anymore.
just wait for John to do it.
Yeah.
So I was in GM mode there. I think why should I know how to do it? I'm a player.
So that is 60 miles.
I say my pockets are flapping open. I hope nobody goes up and tries to steal anything.
Again.
Kaelin tries to do so. I want to see Kaelin does something. I want to try and do it.
I am not sure how to do a long rest. I can't find the button.
It's
You-
the
Top
mouse
left
thing.
near the mouse ribbon.
Highlight
near
your,
the...
highlight your token. Like click your
Highlight
token.
your token first.
Oh, I was looking on my character sheet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
unfortunately, we
feel.
don't have the fancy character sheet that has that button on it.
We do.
We don't.
Oh, we don't. That's all right.
That's why I'm not supposed
There
to do
is
it.
there is a fancy character sheet that has that button on it,
Then.
and we don't have it.
Yeah, you need to be a supermodel for that.
Ooh, that's a
I'm
point.
not.
So it's going to be about it's going to be exactly 8 hours for you to fly from One Stone to Baroon as well, which is just enough time for you to get a long rest in.
I'll talk about more backstory.
And as we do this, Briar,
Yeah?
can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh.
I can.
It's that time of the
Child.
day.
Oh.
Oh shit, I'm still at disadvantage.
Takes the first
Ignore
number.
that.
It takes the first number,
number.
so you're fine. You've
Okay.
you've made the Constitution saving throw.
More dreams of playing a mechanist tonight, then.
Crying inside.
Uh-oh.
Fine. Not
This
fine.
evening,
Yep.
as you sleep, perchance to dream, and dream in fact you do. You are stood in a like a corridor of trees,
Oh.
and it is just a long line of dead trees that look to be old, decaying, gnarled, spooky trees. And on each of the trees going down this line, either side, is a big black bird. And each of the blackbirds caws going down the line.
Blackbirds.
Ravens, some might say.
Yeah.
And as you look around, the landscape is cold and dark and dismal and devoid of colour.
Mm-hmm.
It is sort of a grey... It looks like if someone took a photo of a forest and then turned the saturation down so that there's still a hint of colour, but it's only the barest, like, that bit should be green?
Mm-hmm.
And there is a path in front of you.
I go down the path.
And as you walk down the path, as you pass each of the ravens, it flutters its wings and it caws loudly and it flies into the air behind you.
Ugh. Right.
And eventually you make it to a cross-section in the path. And at the cross-section is someone you've come to know.
What? There's a tail end of a conversation. Oh, hello there.
What?
Apparently I've been.
And
What?
stood at this cross section in the woods is Talon.
Oh. Oh.
What? Hello.
Talon,
Yes.
you're sleeping.
Okay.
You're in the middle of taking a long rest.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yep.
I know what this is. I know what this is.
When your dreams start to shift and change from whatever it is that you usually dream about,
Okay.
and you find yourself in a forest.
Okay.
And there is it's not a nice forest. It's a dead forest. The trees are gnarled and twisted, and they don't have leaves on them, and there are ravens on
Ooh.
all of the branches, and the colours are muted and dim, and it sort of looks like if somebody took a photo and just turned the saturation down, so there's a bare hint of colour.
How? What is? How are the ravens? What do they? How do they look? Do they look evil, angry? What? How do they? What's their
They
general
just
demeanor?
look like normal ravens.
Okay.
They're cawing as you walk past, and they flutter into the sky.
It
And
kind of makes me
after
feel at home.
after a few minutes of walking, you get to a cross section in the road, and Briar is stood in the road.
Oh, hi.
Briar, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I thought we were on the airship. I was sleeping, and now we're here.
I mean, same.
And now, because this is going to confuse the fuck out of him, I've not briefed him on this, so let's see how well this goes.
Oh, it's-
Oh.
Oh, I know what's happening.
Meanwhile, Sean,
Meanwhile, where is Talon?
meanwhile, somewhere in the jungles of Chult,
Oh yes.
Torin Vasudha Sergiesh
Huh?
slumbers. And his mind, his dreams are filled with whatever Torin normally dreams of,
You don't want to know.
which are probably, given what we found out last week, not happy dreams.
No.
How dare you?
I
I say that as me, not as Talon. How dare you?
And your Torin dreams of Rin, yes.
Mhm.
Your mind starts to wander, and your dreams turn to a forest. Torin finds himself stood in a forest. I've described it now 3 times, but I'll do it again. It is gnarled trees with no leaves on the trees. The overall landscape is grey and dark and dismal and desaturated. And there are ravens along the trees. And Torin walks forward along this path, and as he walks, the ravens caw and flutter and fly up into the sky. And eventually you find yourself at a crossroads. And stood at this crossroad are 2 people you have no idea who the fuck they are. What does he see at this crossroad, guys?
He sees a rogue wearing a big black cloak with a rapier at his side, and next to him is a little girl dressed in green. And Talon sees this strange, scaly figure, and he immediately starts to push Briar behind him protectively.
What is that?
I think it's a Dragonborn. I've only seen a few before, but I think it's Dragonborn.
Well, you've seen a picture of Torin.
Yeah, I know,
No,
but
I've
Brian
actually-
hasn't.
No,
He's not.
I've actually,
He's not the most friendly looking fish.
I'll be honest. The only Dragonborn I know for certain I've seen is Kriv, and you're not
The
Kriv.
only Dragonborn that either of you... Briar's not seen Kriv, but Talon has only seen Kriv. This is a large black Dragonborn with a head frill and horns and plate armor.
I gently rest my hand on my Moonweaver's needle and I say, "Who are you?"
This is seeming a little strange to me. I'm Torin Fathisa Thurgia,
Bless you.
Paladin of Kalembor.
On hearing he's a paladin, I relax my grip on my weapon.
Who are you two?
I'm.
My-
You can go first.
My name is Talon Shadowkin. I'm a rogue assassin from the north of the Savage frontier. This is Briar, a ranger, one of my
I'm-
companions.
Yeah, I'm the Green Warden of Xanthal's Keep.
Okay. I don't recognize either of you.
Yeah,
Yet
and
you're
Killing's mutual, big guy.
But you're apparently within my dream.
yeah, I could say
Wait,
the same for both of you, to be honest.
Yeah. As any, I don't suppose. I'm sure Briar hasn't, but sir, have you heard of anything similar to this?
Similar to what?
People being in the same dream with each other. I guess. I'm guessing it's not a usual occurrence. And
And suddenly, a fourth figure appears.
No fucking way!
I has a question.
Yes.
What does this guy look like?
Which
Uh,
one?
Why is this guy here?
Torin Vasudha Sergiesh, you recognize this man. This is your elf companion from the jungles of Chult.
Why the fuck is he here?
This is Theodas Lorakaran.
Theodas.
We don't know who he is. What do you mean? Why is he here?
So basically, I followed the stream, so I know which forest I'm in. You don't have to
You've-
describe it again.
It's been described several times.
Well, just to clarify, it's a forest.
It has
It's-
ravens. I like this place.
That's Ravens. There's the crossroad, and I see. You said a rogue and a small child dressed in green. You said
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
There's someone else.
There is.
Torin?
Theodas, what are you? You know what? I'm not even going to question this right now.
Who are you?
This is one of my companions.
And who are they?
They are a assassin rogue man, and and the little one is a ranger, a green warden. You said little one.
Yes,
Yeah.
not that little.
I'm like 7 foot tall. You're fucking tiny.
You are the smallest one here.
Welcome to my world.
my name is Talon Shadowkin, and this is Briar Gardenia.
I'm Theodas Laura Karen.
Bless you.
Don't
Do you
worry.
know-
Don't
when he
worry.
says
It's
that-
racist about non-human names.
when he says that, Theodas just you see he's very angry suddenly.
Oh, whoops.
in his eyes goes like, you racist bitch. And
The ravens that are sat in the trees around you, suddenly, as you all gather, they all take to the air, and they just swirl and become feathers, and then become a woman.
Oh.
What?
And it's a woman wearing a long black dress with feathered neckline and a large feathered crown.
I don't know, but I think she might be in charge.
Hmm.
Just
Well,
got a
alright.
feeling.
Genius.
Do you guys know her at all?
Do any of us?
Can we roll anything to know it to see if we know who this is?
It'll be fucking hard for me
If
to
you
roll
if you happen to know Torin's religion roll, I think it's a safe bet to assume that Torin does know who this is.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll it.
Religion.
Religion checks.
I can't roll anything.
What the fuck?
I was at advantage. Okay, take the first one. That's a 7. Doesn't count. Brian knows
so
who it is.
Briar and Torin know who this is. This is the Raven Queen.
Oh, that's the Raven Queen.
The Raven.
Ah, I've heard stories, many stories.
You are of interest. You both sets of you walk interesting lines of fate across the weave. So
Yeah.
interconnected, and yet neither one of you knows of the other until you got lost along the way.
So, excuse me, just out of character, is it right if I just start making?
Sorry, is it alright?
If I just make random skill rolls just to confuse the other guy?
Sure, go ahead.
Good.
I'm going to join you. You just roll history.
Until you got lost along the way. Briar,
What?
you are such an interesting life you should lead, but it's been cut so short.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
I apologize. I wish I could twist the fates to give you something better than the shorthand you've been dealt. But that's not within my power. Before you, Torin and Theodas and their crew are working hard to cure the curse that afflicts you.
Oh, these guys! Oh, okay.
But I cannot change your future, but your past is missing as well.
What?
And that I can restore.
What? Oh! Oh! Okay. That would be very nice.
Face this challenge, and if you succeed, I will restore your past to you. But unfortunately, all things must come with a cost, and if this challenge is lost, then you must pay that.
What must I pay?
It will shorten the twist of fate.
Oh.
And I just grab Private protectively and goes, no.
She alone can choose this, Talon. You can help her with the challenge, as can you all, but...
Okay.
To be continued at MCM.
Torin
Nice.
looks at Briar as she's giving this choice, and it's gives her a scrutinizing look.
Hey. Okay, she's gonna die either way.
And then
So it doesn't matter.
And then says, "I'll help any way I can."
Okay, let's go back to the other group. Theodas, you can
Bye.
hang around in here for now.
Okay.
And we'll just wrap this session up.
At MCM, they're gonna be doing.
Hello!
Well, it wasn't enough.
John, you've
Oh,
got.
I know. I mean, 26. Come on. How big was
Why
that?
is Theodas? Why is Star in the darkened corner of the tavern?
We tried our best, but it's just.
I know it's too late. The airship's going. The airship's exploded.
Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap things up on that bombshell in the darkened corner.
What is Theodas doing there
So
for?
all we're gonna get is, oh yeah, the airship's blown up.
Yep.
A 26 acrobatics and a 23 a 23 wisdom
no.
wasn't enough to save it.
We'll be back at for the Storm King's Thunder, guys. We're going on a little bit of a break because the next session would be the weekend of MCM. So we'll be back in a month's time. For Tomb of Annihilation, we'll be back next week.
What the flying budge is going on?
Yeah.
John, explain yourself.
I'll explain after the stream.
Fine. Fine.
Guys, girls, and everybody else in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
And dragons.
Dragons is included in the everybody else.
Thank you.
By all means. If you have liked what you've seen, please do hit that follow button, and it will let you know when we go live.
Good to see you.
We will be back
You all again.
later this week with some more games. We're doing Minecraft on Wednesday as per usual. And then I can't remember which way around we were doing them, Jeff, but we're doing Betrayal
we said
and Pandemic Legacy.
I think it's Pandemic Thursday, Betrayal on Friday.
That sounds about right. We're going to do Pandemic Legacy February on Thursday, and then Betrayal at House on the Hill on Friday. And then we'll be back with...
Oh, I love House on the Hill.
We'll be back with Tomb of
House on the Hill.
Annihilation on Sunday next week. And then the following week, we'll be at MCM. On the
You'll get
Friday...
plenty of videos from MCM, so don't feel like we're going to just not do anything
Yeah,
over MCM.
we're not just going to skip MCM. We are not going to be around a lot because of MCM, but we'll be back with plenty of stuff after it. During the Friday, if you are there at MCM, and I know that some of you probably will be.
No, I
Yes, you will. I'm bringing you. You don't have a choice in the matter. I'm coming up and getting you.
He will find you.
On the Friday at 5 p.m, we are doing Sweet Dreams.
Made of these.
Subtitle: Beauty is in the eye of the bull.
God damn
You
it.
still haven't fixed that yet, then, John.
No, it's fixed now. I fixed it a little while ago. So we'll see what that means for the group.
Ooh.
And we will be back with more stuff after that. Guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Do hit that follow button on the way out, and we'll see you guys real soon for some more D&D and some more video games. If you don't
hit that follow button, Lathander will come and find you and cast religion on you.
For now, guys, farewell.
We'll all insert our
Bye.
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 Toodles, bye. Toodles, bye.